F-16 Fighting Falcon. While the F-14 Tomcat was large, complex, and expensive, the United States wanted a jet that was the opposite: small, agile, and versatile. The result was the F-16 Fighting Falcon, first flown in 1974. Nicknamed the Viper by its pilots, the F-16 was revolutionary in design. It introduced a fly-by-wire control system, meaning the pilot didn't move the control surfaces directly. Computers did, ensuring stability and precision at all times. Its bubble canopy gave unmatched visibility, and its relaxed static stability made it incredibly maneuverable. Unlike specialized interceptors or heavy fleet defenders, the F-16 was designed as a multi-role fighter. It could dogfight at close range, strike ground targets with precision, and adapt to almost any mission profile. This flexibility became its greatest strength. Armed with a 20mm Vulcan cannon and a wide array of air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons, the Viper quickly became the backbone of NATO air forces. Production was massive, over 4,600 units built, serving in more than 25 countries. In combat, it has proven itself repeatedly, from Israeli operations in the Middle East to U.S. missions in the Gulf Wars, the Balkans, and beyond. If the Tomcat was the Cold War superstar, the F-16 was the workhorse of modern air power. Su-27 flanker. As the F-15 and F-16 dominated Western skies, the Soviet Union needed an answer. Their response was the Su-27 flanker, first flown in 1977, a fighter built to match American jets in speed, power, and agility. The Su-27 was big, powerful, and stunningly maneuverable. With twin engines producing immense thrust, it could reach Mach 2.3 and climb higher and faster than most Western rivals. But what truly set it apart was its super maneuverability. Perform stunts like the Pugachev's Cobra, a dramatic pitch-up maneuver where the aircraft stalled and recovered mid-air. Armed with a 30mm cannon and a wide range of air-to-air missiles, including long-range radar-guided weapons, the Su-27 was built to counter U.S. bombers and fighters alike. Its radar and avionics, while less advanced than American systems, were backed by raw performance and endurance. The flanker wasn't just a fighter, it became a family. Variants evolved into the Su-30, Su-33, Su-35, and even China's J-11. For Soviet and later Russian pilots, the Su-27 became a symbol of pride, proof that they could match Western technology. If the MiG-21 was the Kalashnikov of the skies, the Su-27 was the sledgehammer, massive, powerful, and designed to intimidate. F-117 Nighthawk. By the late 1970s, engineers faced a new question. What if speed and maneuverability were no longer the ultimate edge? What if the best fighter was the one the enemy couldn't even see? The answer was the F-117 Nighthawk, the world's first operational stealth aircraft. First flown in 1981, it looked nothing like a fighter, more like a collection of sharp, flat surfaces pieced together into a black, alien shape. Its design wasn't about aerodynamics, it was about defeating radar. The F-117's shape and radar-absorbing materials gave it an incredibly small radar cross-section, making it nearly invisible to enemy detection. It wasn't fast, barely subsonic, and it wasn't agile, but it didn't need to be. Its advantage was simple. It could slip past defenses undetected, strike high-value targets with precision bombs, and vanish into the night. The Nighthawk first revealed its power in Operation Desert Storm, 1991. While only 2% of U.S. sorties were flown by F-111s, they hit over 40% of the strategic targets. Despite its name, the F-117 wasn't truly a fighter. It was a precision stealth bomber disguised under fighter designation to secure funding. But its impact was enormous. It proved stealth wasn't science fiction. It was the future. Retired in 2008, the Nighthawk's legacy lives on in every stealth jet that followed. It changed warfare not with speed or firepower, but with invisibility. Eurofighter Typhoon and Dassault Rafale. By the 1980s, Europe faced a dilemma. The US dominated advanced fighter development. The Soviets fielded flankers and fulcrums, and Europe risked falling behind. The solution was ambitious: build its own fourth-generation fighters, designed for agility, versatility, and advanced avionics. The Eurofighter Typhoon emerged from a multinational effort involving the UK, Germany, Italy, and Spain. First flown in 1994, it was designed as a true air superiority fighter. With delta wings, canards, and advanced fly-by-wire controls, the Typhoon could outmaneuver nearly anything in the sky. Meanwhile, France decided to go its own way, developing the Dassault Rafale. First flown in 1986, the Rafale embraced the same design philosophy: canards, delta wings, advanced avionics, but added a uniquely French twist: extreme multi-role capability. Both fighters became Europe's pride. They weren't just fast and agile, they were designed for survivability, with advanced sensors, electronic countermeasures, and beyond visual range missiles. In combat, both have proven their worth. The Rafale saw action in Libya, Mali, and Syria, while the Typhoon has flown NATO missions across Europe and the Middle East. Together, these jets symbolized Europe's independence in aerospace technology. They showed that the jet race wasn't just US versus USSR. It was a global competition, with Europe firmly in the fight. F-22 Raptor. By the 1990s, the United States wanted more than just another advanced jet. It wanted absolute air dominance, a fighter so advanced that no rival could come close. The answer was the F-22 Raptor. First flown in 1997, the Raptor was the world's first fifth-generation fighter. It combined stealth, supercruise, agility, and cutting-edge avionics into a single package. Stealth gave it the ability to slip past enemy detection. Supercruise let it fly at supersonic speeds without using afterburners. Its thrust vectoring engines allowed unmatched maneuverability, performing turns and rolls no other fighter could replicate. Inside, the Raptor carried a suite of advanced sensors and data links, giving its pilots unmatched situational awareness. Each F-22 cost around $150 million, and its production line was limited to just 187 units. The F-22 wasn't just a fighter, it was a warning, a message to the world that the US intended to rule the skies well into the 21st century. Su-57 and J-20. The success of the F-22 Raptor sent shockwaves across the globe. If the US had leapt into a new generation of stealth fighters, Russia and China couldn't afford to stay behind. Their answers came in the form of the Su-57 Felon and the Chengdu J-20 Mighty Dragon. The Su-57, first flown in 2010, was Russia's attempt to merge stealth with the super maneuverability of the Su-27 family. But reality has been harsher. Production has been slow, funding limited, and only a handful of Su-57s have entered Russian service. Meanwhile, China took a different path with the J-20 Mighty Dragon. First flown in 2011, it prioritized long-range stealth interception over close dogfights. Larger than the Raptor, the J-20 was built to hunt support aircraft like tankers and AWACS, the backbone of U.S. air power. Together, these fighters represent the new era of competition. Russia leans on maneuverability and tradition. China bets on stealth and long-range strategy. The Su-57 and J-20 are more than just machines. They're symbols, proof that the fifth-generation arms race is global. The skies of the 21st century are no longer an American monopoly. F-35, Lightning II. If the F-22 was built for dominance, the F-35 Lightning II was built for versatility. First flown in 2006, it was designed as a single platform to replace a wide range of fighters. The F-35 came in three variants: the conventional F-35A, the carrier-capable F-35C, and the short takeoff, vertical landing F-35B. Its core strength lies in its stealth and sensors. The F-35 isn't the fastest, nor the most agile, but it doesn't need to be. It acts as a force multiplier, linking sensors and data across entire battle networks. At over $1 trillion in projected lifetime costs, the F-35 is the most expensive weapons program in history. Despite the criticism, the jet is spreading worldwide. Allies from Japan to Israel, from the UK to Australia, are adopting the F-35 as their frontline fighter. The jet age isn't over, it's evolving. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See what's next. Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who conquered all of Europe, but fell by underestimating the Russian winter.